Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, Kim Kardashian is up to some new antics, and I think it's ridiculous, but I want to know what you guys think. So, if you come across this video, please watch this and leave a comment because I really want to know if I am tripping. So, first, watch the clip and then I'll come back with my opinion.
I think that my household and even in our family, it's like very female dominated.
Should we take a girls pick? Yeah, let's do it.
And I recently hired a nanny. I really wanted a male around that was going to be picking them up and taking them to sports. And I was scared out of my mind to tell their dad that. When he was dropping off the kids, Kanye introduced himself, played 2-on-2 with Saint and him, has been so nice to him, saying, hey, if you're going to help raise my son, because he handed him the ball like really easily or something. And he's like, don't do that. Make him go get it himself. These are like some of the rules that I would want. And I was like, oh my God, okay. That's great.
Here's what I don't understand, right? The kids still do have a father. Now, it's my understanding. Now, I don't know these people. I will always say this. I do not know these people outside of what I've seen on my screen. But here's what I've seen. When Kim and Kanye were married, Kanye was working. They were still traveling. Kanye was still doing what he's doing, if not worse, right? I feel like before Kanye went on this whole rant and like lost all those deals, quote unquote, I feel like he was busier, if you ask me. And Kim didn't feel the need to get a manny then. I don't understand why she needs one now, because the kids still do very much have a father. I do not agree with that for so many reasons, right? But I strongly believe that Kim is doing this for attention. Kim is doing this to try and get Kanye's attention, and I find it to be pathetic. Why are you trying to like find a dude to raise your ex-husband's children because you feel like they need a father figure in their lives? No. Here's my reason as to why I think this is a completely bad idea. Now, before, like maybe way back in them days where people were more or less decent, because let's face it, we have always been jacked up. But when people were a lot less jacked up, maybe I would be like, okay, that might work. But nowadays, no. Nowadays, I think that that's crazy, because all these people who are sick in the head, who prey on little kids, they may have not ever been caught for their information to show up, for any of that stuff to show up on their level 2 background. They may still very much be getting away with things like this, and they look for that type of job so that they could further their agenda. Because I don't care what you tell me, I ain't ever gonna trust a manny. I am not going to trust a manny. It is not normal for a dude to be like, I'm about to go raise little kids, because that's just how my heart was designed. I was created to go take care of little kids. No, I don't buy that. I feel like, and that's just my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, and I'm not saying it's facts, so get out your feelings, but I feel that any man who has decided to go take care of little kids is on some agenda, because that is not the nature of dudes. So again, I say it's a dangerous game that she is playing. I don't care what she said. I don't care what background work that you think you've done. You might be putting those kids at risk. Number 2, Kim needs to get out her feelings and let this man go. I think Kim is a little pathetic. But again, like I said, I don't know these people, but Kim has always been an attention seeker. So I feel like she may be feeling some type of way about Kanye's new wife, and she's trying to get attention, on herself, or she's trying to get attention from Kanye. And she's going to do something so drastic. The kids have a dad. Let their dad raise them the best he knows how. So if he could be a dad, a working dad, when he was married to you and you didn't feel the need to hire a manny because Kanye was always out working and so were you, then why do you feel the need now that you guys are divorced and he is remarried? Why do you feel the need to go have a Manny? Because what, the kids don't have a father? They have a dad. They have a father. Again, I don't know what their dynamic looks like. I don't think Kanye is out here saying, I don't want to see them kids. And y'all have means to fly them kids wherever they need to go. And she went on a whole thing saying like they met and Kanye was like so okay with it. Like he's like, oh my gosh, like if you're gonna, I have to see it. Roll the clip, Kim. Roll the clip where Kanye met this man and he said he was okay with it. Like he was more than happy. Didn't care to vet this man. Didn't watch him for a couple of times. Like you probably made that decision if you did without even talking to him. For him to agree for y'all to vet the guy together. I want you to roll the clip where Kanye met this man for the first time after you made your decision and then he was okay with it. Roll the clip because I don't buy this for 2 seconds. I think that is absurd. I think it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous idea and it's a very dangerous one at that. She might be putting those kids at risk all because she wants to be still relevant in Kanye's life. You can co-parent and you don't have to feel like you have to be at this level in this man's life or you always have to be up to some antics to get this man's attention. Move on. He clearly has. Y'all need to figure this out because at the end of the day, if this Manny turns out to be a creep, those kids are going to be the victim, not y'all. Also, that's not to say that a nanny, like a female nanny, is above being a creep. That's not what I am saying. But when you go out your way to like go get a Manny to make a point, it's weird, you know, it's giving desperate. You don't need to hire a Manny for those kids. They have a father, they have a dad. Let this man raise his kids. Like, what are you trying to replace Kanye? If they need a male figure, they have a coach. I'm sure they're gonna play some sort of sports. They have some sort of a coach. Where's Rob? They have an uncle. Have him over to Rob's house every now and again. Scott is there. Your mom's little boy toy is there. I'm sure Kylie has a dude. Chloe's sorry excuse for a human being baby daddy is another one. Since you love him so much, all these people combined with the dad, I'm sure they can see some father figure situation. I don't know. I just think the whole thing is just ridiculous. And that's my take on that. All right, now let us get into some of these comments. Somebody said, well, they had a grandfather, but he wanted to be a woman too. That would have been helpful. You know? Someone else said, or just take the baby to the daddy house. Again, I said, y'all got the means to like move them kids back and forth because I'm sure you know when you're co-parenting, you break up your household, especially in a household where kids were involved, that is most likely what those kids' lives will be looking like. People will be traveling from one house to the next between parents. So send them to go see their dad. Have their dad spend some time with them. They have a dad. I don't get it. Someone said, I think this is actually a dope idea, especially being a single mother raising a son. Boys need to be around other positive male figures, and it doesn't always have to be family or a mate. I agree with you. They do need to be around positive male figures, which is why they have a dad. A single mom does not mean there is no dad somewhere, okay? If you have children by a person who has deserted you or who abandoned you and want nothing to do with those children or you, that type of single momness, I get. You literally don't have a male person to co-parent with you, even if you guys don't live together. But in Kim's case, those kids have a dad who's a working dad, but a dad nonetheless. Kim didn't feel the need to hire a Manny when she was married to Kanye, and Kanye was still a workaholic. So tell me what's different now. What has changed is the part that is very confusing to me. So yes, I do agree. If you're a single mom with no father figure, like the father of your kids don't want to be in their lives, then by all means, figure out how you're going to have your kids have some positive male figures in their lives. But if you are just divorced and you have a co-parent, then the kids have a dad. What's with the Manny? Somebody said, but why can't Kanye just be the Manny? LOL, you act like this man don't want his kids That's all he talked about, for real. Kim always tries to make Kanye seem weird AF when she literally does weird-ish to make him snap on purpose. LOL. I agree. Somebody else said, why would she even go on air saying this? She knows this the kind of ish that triggers him. She's not innocent. This is what he be talking about. You married the man and you didn't want him to lead because you wanted that Hollywood lifestyle over your family. Kanye talks about this on his Drinks Champ interview, but this is the consequences of marrying a white woman, because had he married a black woman, she would still be riding. Now she got this random man trying to raise your son. I mean, I agree with most of that. I don't think being white means you don't ride. And I don't think being a black woman means you always ride. I really do think that it just depends on people's personality and who you get yourself involved with. And in Kanye's case, you know, them Kardashians was not where he needed to be. Somebody said, let Kanye tell us himself he is cool with it. Exactly what I was saying. I want to see the clip. Roll the clip, Kim. Roll it, because y'all record everything. Y'all have everything on video. I want to see where Kanye agreed with this. Somebody said, want male energy? There's Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCA, school sports. Coaches will give him the male energy for free. At this point, it's just extra, and she's still playing this BS, and some of y'all eating it up. I so agree with this comment. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm sure they play sports. Like, they're in some sort of a club, something that will help them. So this whole situation, she's just doing it for attention, or she's just doing it for attention. That's it. These are her two options. She's either doing it for attention or she's doing it for attention. Somebody said the family is so female dominated it turned Papa into Granny. I am done. I am so done. Someone said, what an ASS. You would rather a stranger than their actual father. I don't get it either. I don't get it. Someone said, this is that passive aggressive Jada Pinkett disrespect. Exactly. Except I don't think Ye is nothing like Will Smith. If he didn't agree with this, he might not take this lying down. Someone said, I couldn't imagine the mother of my kids needing a man, like a Manny, around for masculine energy, and I'm still alive. Exactly. The man is alive and well. Okay? I don't understand why this lady is trying to get a Manny for a father figure in these kids' lives when they got a dad. This is just ridiculous to me, and it's stupid, and she's doing it for attention. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, that is all I have to say about this matter. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. But until then, I hope to see you in the comment section. Bye.